In this video, I'll show you how to use the AM/FM tuner built into your new Pioneer AVH-110BT. So the first thing we need to do is switch to the AM/FM radio source. There's a couple of different ways to do that. The first way is to touch the home button here, and that brings us to the home screen, and we can choose any of these sources that are available, including the radio here. We could choose that. That takes us to the radio. Another way to change to the radio source or to any audio source is to hit the drop-down menu here and choose the radio. So now that we're on the AM/FM radio source, there's a number of different things on the screen that we should be aware of. The first is the frequency that we're tuned into right now across the bottom. You can see that we're tuned into 89.3. And if I hit the arrow to the right here, that takes me to the next available frequency, which is 89.5. Hit it again, that's 89.7. If I press and hold for a moment, I can seek to the next available radio station. So we'll press and hold, let it go, and that will find the next radio station on the dial. Press and hold, let it go, and that finds the next radio station. Same thing works in the other direction, 91.1, 90.9, press and hold, and that will seek down to the next radio station. Press and hold again. That seeks to that next radio station. So to create a radio station preset, all I need to do is tune in my favorite radio station here, and I can choose one of these buttons on the side here, 1 through 6, for FM band number 1, and we can create a radio station preset. So I'll put 89.3 into radio station preset number 1, press and hold for a moment. When that turns color, you can see that we've locked in 89.3 as radio station preset number 1 on FM band number 1. Now, if I hit this arrow right here, this opens up my radio station preset window, and I can see the other radio station presets that are available. And we've talked here about FM band number 1. You can see we have a 1 of 3 here. If I hit down on the arrow here, that takes me to my second group of radio station presets. That's 12. If I hit down on this arrow again, that takes me to my third group of radio station presets for a total of 18 FM radio station presets. And you can see I'm on 3 of 3 right here. So I'm on FM band number 1 on 3 of 3. If I choose this radio station, that changes me to FM band number 3. And if I go up here, I can choose one of these radio stations. That changes me to FM band 2. And if I go up again, I can go back to my original radio station preset there. Takes me back to FM band number 1. I can change the band again by touching on the FM band button right there to FM 2 and to FM 3. Touch it one more time, that goes back around to FM band number 1. Now I get the same operation really for the AM band, but I have 6 radio station presets available for AM. We have exactly the same function here. I'm on 1020 right now. So I can touch the arrow up here, and that tunes into the next available radio frequency. If I press and hold the arrow, that'll tune into the next strong radio station. And if I want to make 1070 a radio station preset, just press and hold here for a moment. And when that changes color, I've locked in 1070 as preset number 4 on my AM channel. And I can go back to FM by touching the FM button here. And I can close the preset window by touching the arrow there. Now down here we have another button called BSM, or Best Stations Memory. And Best Stations Memory will find the 6 strongest radio stations that are available in your area, wherever you're driving, whenever you touch that button. So I'm going to change to FM band number 2, and I'll touch the BSM button. And now the FM tuner will scan through the entire FM frequency band and lock in the 6 strongest radio stations that you're receiving right now. This is great for a road trip. When the radio stations become weak, you can touch the BSM button and it will find the 6 strongest radio stations available at your particular position. Let's close up that window and check a couple of functions for the AM/FM tuner. So let's touch the gears up here. And under the gears, we'll go to the toolbox and we'll check our AV source settings. And under AV source settings, let's check the radio settings. So here is our local setting. Local right now is switched off. Let's open that window. And you can see that we have 4 different settings for local. Local level number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Local is a filter used to filter out the weakest radio stations. So if you want to filter out the very weakest radio stations on the dial, all the little noises, you can choose local level number 1 or local level number 2. If you change this up to local level number 3 or 4, you're only going to stop on the very strongest radio stations that are available. So let's set this to local level number 4 right now and close out. And now let's seek to a radio station. And you'll see that only the very strongest stations that are available are being tuned in, and that's the only station that I managed to tune in on that local level number 4. So I'm going to go back into that setting. That's the settings and tools, and we'll go into AV source settings and radio settings. Let's change this local thing back to level number 2. 1 or 2 usually works best for me. I'm going to hit the X. And now when I seek to the next radio station, you can see we stop on the stronger radio stations, but not every noise that's on the dial.